Bodine 52, how are you, folks? I am out and about. I had a riding buddy call me and said, hey, me and a couple friends are heading your way. Gonna grab some lunch and wanted to see if you wanted to join us and lead a ride since it's in your area. So I thought, yeah. Showed up to lunch, figured we'd get a couple bikes, and there's like 7 or 8 behind me. So gonna take these folks through some local riding here, and what better way to talk about leading a ride? Had a nice lunch with these folks, and it's actually called the Great Lakes, I think Great Lakes Riding Club, maybe. I should know that, and I'll leave that right up here. Some really nice folks, and thought I would take them out to see the Michigan Rider Memorial, and take them through some back roads, Hell, Michigan, and just some nice country stuff. And it made me think about when I showed up. So many bikes were here, and I'm leading the charge of the group, that there's some responsibilities with that, and just wanted to kind of get your thoughts and tell you mine. Now, I have not done a lot of that, not been a member of a HOG chapter where I've led or anything like that. And one of the things I did out this morning, and I've been out here before, but I came in a different way, and it was my first time and somebody else was leading, so I wasn't positive of where I was at or going. So I went out this morning in my truck because it was raining. You can see it's beautiful out here now. Just to make sure I knew the way. I'm thinking it's probably a good start if you're gonna lead the group, right? It is, isn't it? But I think it makes you think about, this is a perfect example at this light that you have some responsibility of the group, right? Not to leave anybody, kind of get everybody through the lights. Fortunately, we're going to be on a bunch of back roads, so you don't have to worry about that. But I guess the first thing to me this morning was just to make sure that I knew my way. I want to take them down a bad road. Making sure we get everybody through the light here. So I guess that's the first thing to me is, hey, know the heck where you're going. And a lot of these folks are from a little, some folks are even an hour away. They try to do a lunch every month down close to my place, actually, and don't know this area. So I want to take them on a couple of the cool roads, see the memorial, take them through Hell, Michigan. There's a couple people that have not been there, so we were kind of joking at lunch. We're going to go to Hell today. Don't send me hate messages. But really love to find out from you guys on have you led rides? And what kind of suggestions do you ultimately have? Because, you have responsibility to make sure that you're taking folks somewhere safely, know the roads. Everybody's enjoying themselves. Got a sweep that, in a perfect world, we all be on comms. This group uses a different comm system than I use. I use Senna's. So none of us are hooked up. I mean, in an ideal world, you would want yourself and the sweep and maybe even someone in the middle to have comms so you could talk about any challenges or anything that you had. Make sure nobody gets left behind, or if there's a problem, we can communicate. One of the things I thought was pretty funny as I came out, and in the thumbnail you'll see a picture of all the bikes out. Usually when you go on a ride with a bunch of people, since there's probably, or there is more Harleys in the world, or at least in the States, you would suspect that you're going to be riding with a bunch of Harley folks, but there are bikes from everywhere. I am the odd person, or odd bike out, I was kind of joking about, with the only Harley. So, at the end of the day, these are really super nice folks. They got a good group and enjoy riding. They actually take trips up to the UP Peninsula, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. They've gone, we're talking at lunch about a Colorado trip. These people vacation together and take long trips together, and really some pretty cool stuff. What a gorgeous day, and I know I've talked about this on other videos, just how cool it is to meet a bunch of new folks, new riders, and then go out on a ride like this. And I think we've talked about it. I'm not a huge group rider guy. I'm not a big fan of that. This is a group of 6 or 7, so it's manageable, and when you're leading, it makes it a little bit easier too. But some experienced riders in this group, so that's nice. But it is new roads to people, and I think that if you're leading a group, that matters, right? Is just knowing not only skill levels, and again, I don't have a whole ton of experience doing this, but I will tell you that I remember my first group ride years ago. It was with the Re-Ride Michigan group, and one of the things they did was, hey, who's a new rider? Who hasn't rode in a group before? And I wasn't a new rider, but I hadn't rode in a group before, and they kind of watched over me. So I'm try to do the same thing, have a conversation about, is anybody we got to keep an eye out on? And it's nice when you have a group like this and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But we're going to run them through, like I said, Hell, Michigan here. As we do that right around the corner, I would love to hear from you all. Who has led a group, and how big of a group have you led before? And matter of fact, a couple buddies were out this way yesterday, the Hellhole Bar, and we had lunch here, which is awesome, at the Hell Saloon. But let me know, hey, what am I missing? There's road captains and chapters and stuff like that, and I know they have training, and what else are we missing? Because I know there's got to be a ton of stuff that you're missing. Pre-ride the route, make sure you have a safety briefing, let everybody know where you're at, know what kind of group you got, make sure people get through lights. Really watch out. For me, knowing that you got a group of 7 behind you, can everybody get through the light? If it's tight, you got to make sure that you're waiting and you got everybody. Again, be easier if you had comms, but I would love to hear more about what I missed there to help other people, and your story about leading a group. And for those of you that are road captains, tell us about that and about the training that you actually do. And you don't need to be a road captain, obviously, to lead rides successfully, but to me, if everybody gets there safely, everybody enjoys the ride, that's a good day. That's a good day. So, and a lot of these folks have not seen this memorial, which I just recently found out about, nor have they been on some of these roads. So I'm really looking forward to pulling in there, getting their reaction, and showing them a little bit of Bodine 52 stomping grounds. Well, tons of cows out there laying down. It means it's going to rain. But I did have a question. I just came up. I want to know if this is something that I need to look out for. I just saw a chicken cross the road. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I did not know that was in the responsibilities of somebody leading a ride, is to look out for chickens. Apparently it is. And I would tell you the other thing is, you got to make sure that everybody is gassed up, right? Especially if they came a long way to you. Or if you're the leader, you should make sure that you have a lot of gas. Bodine 52. What the heck, dude? Well, I would like to thank Ricky and Jay for the invite out and the invite to lead the group today. It was a good ride out here. And I really want to pull up my bike next to this car to see if my bike is longer and bigger than that car or not. Who rides in one of those, by the way? So, but thanks for the invite to lunch. Hopefully you'll enjoy this memorial as much as I do for fellow fallen motorcycle riders in the state of Michigan. And if you haven't seen this place, it is well worth it. Probably know that I did a video on this, as well as an introduction to the Knights of the Road, which is the Fowlersville chapter MC out here. And I actually did a video and introduced to their VP and all that stuff, so good folks. But they put this wall together, and you can come out here anytime and check it out, and I would encourage you to do that. All right, folks. It's Bodine 52. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the video. And come out and check the wall.